Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel. Now today we are going to start our new chapter, that is the oscillations. Okay, so in this we are going to learn about the concepts regarding the oscillatory motion. So first of all we have to learn about the motion and its types. So first we learn about the periodic motion. Periodic motion means what? The motion of the particle which repeats itself after a definite interval of time is called as a periodic motion. थोड्या थोड्या वेळानंतर त्याचं रिपिटेशन जे आहे ते कम्प्लीट होत राहणार आहे. सो असे जे आहेत असे जे मोशन आहेत दॅट आर कॉल्ड एज अ periodic motions. Okay, so the motion which repeats itself after the definite interval of time is called as a periodic motion. For example, Earth revolving around the sun, or planets revolving around the sun, satellite revolving around the planets, and the minute hand, second hand that are in the clock. So these represents the periodic motion of the particle. Okay, so these are the examples. Again, some more here it is given in this slide. Okay, now we'll discuss about the main concept of our chapter, that is the oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion means what? This is nothing but the vibratory. Okay, vibrations are going on. Vibrations means what? To and fro motion in a straight line is called as a vibratory motion, and it is also called as a oscillatory motion. Okay, for example, needle of a sewing machine. So that needle, it will be always moving upward and downward with its mean position. This is oscillatory motion. Okay, so it is nothing but the kind of a periodic motion, but it will be always occur in a straight line. So to and fro motion of a particle about its mean position is called as a oscillatory motion. Okay, here some examples with the linear motion and the circular motion also given. In the linear we can consider as a pendulum, simple pendulum. In a straight line it is moving to and fro of its mean position, and the another minute hand, second hand and the hour hand in the watch or clock, it will act as it will perform the oscillatory or periodic motion. Okay, so in detail we will discuss in this chapter about this oscillations in a straight line. Okay, so linear oscillatory motions. So in that, the very first concept, and this is the most important concept, is that simple harmonic motion. Okay, simple harmonic motion, it is also represented as a SHM. Okay, now what is the definition of the simple harmonic motion? In the simple harmonic motion, in which the restoring force. Now what is restoring force? When an object, it is displaced from its mean position, त्याला त्याच्या mean position पासून ज्यावेळेस लांब केला जातो, so we are using or we are applying the force on that object. That force is stored as restoring force inside the object, and it will react when we remove our original force. आपण जो फोर्स अप्लाय करून त्याला साईडला ओढला होता, तो फोर्स आपण रिमूव्ह केल्यानंतर त्याच्यामध्ये जो स्टोर झालाय फोर्स आपल्या मुवमेंटमुळे, तो फोर्स ज्यावेळेस ऍक्ट होतो ज्यावेळेस आपण रिमूव्ह करणार आहे. सो दॅट फोर्स इज कॉल्ड एज अ रिस्टोरिंग फोर्स, अँड दॅट रिस्टोरिंग फोर्स इन एन ऑब्जेक्ट, इट इज ऑलवेज, देर आर टू थिंग्स. The first, it is always directly proportional to the displacement of the object from its mean position. So suppose if we are representing here mean position displacement, it is y. So from the mean position y displacement असेल तर जितक्या लांब आपण तो घेतला असेल तेवढा तो restoring force जास्त असेल. Okay, and the second thing, it is always directed towards the center or towards the mean position. This direction of the force, restoring force, it is always towards the mean position. It's an example म्हणजे तुम्हाला सांगते, when we are on a swing. So when we perform the actions on the swing, what we observe, when we are moving from the central point and reaches to a maximum, again we start to the moving towards mean position. That means the force which is restored in us will drag us towards the mean position. So again this object or our body will start to move towards the mean position. Okay, so the direction of this restoring force is towards the mean position, and it is directly proportional to the distance or displacement from the mean position. जेवढं लांब आपण त्या स्विंग पासून जाणार आहे तेवढा फास्ट स्पीडने पण मागे येतो, हे तुम्ही ऑब्झर्व केलं असेल. जर स्विंग आपण थोडा थोडा झोका घेत असेल तर हळूहळू आपल्याला ते येणार आहे. पण जर आपण जास्त डिस्टन्स पर्यंत घेत असणार आहे तर आपण तेवढ्या जास्त फोर्सने माघारी येतो. सो दॅट फोर्स डिपेंड्स ऑर डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द displacement from the mean position. So these are the two concepts, and this type of motion, it is nothing but the simple harmonic motion. Okay, and this is the most important concept of this chapter, simple harmonic motion. Now according to this definition, F is proportional to y, or in simply we can say it is a minus y, because force and displacement both are in the opposite direction. Displacement from the mean position away, and force is towards the mean position. Okay, so this F is proportional to y, or in other words, in some cases we will represent it as minus y. Now remove this proportionality sign, we will get here F is equals to K into y, where K is constant and proportionality constant. It is called as a spring constant or constant of proportionality. Okay, so in such cases where the force, it is directed towards the center and it directly proportional to displacement, such motions are called as a simple harmonic motion. Okay, so this is the definition for the SH. Okay, here I have explained with the help of this diagram. In this diagram, an object, it is bind with a spring, and we are dragging that spring from the its original position. Okay, so here three dots, three lines, vertical lines are drawn. The central middle line, it is the original position of that object, and we are dragging it with the force F in the right hand side with displacement x. Suppose it is positive x, and if we leave it, it will, due to spring, it will again back towards its mean position, and due to the force which is inside it, it will again move in the opposite direction. So जसं स्विंग मध्ये होतं, वी आर मुव्हिंग टुवर्ड्स मीन पोझिशन आणि परत बॅकवर्ड डायरेक्शन मध्ये जाणार आहे. सेम इथं या स्प्रिंग मध्ये पण होतं. सो अगेन फ्रॉम mean position, this spring will move in the left hand side, that is the with the same displacement, that is here minus x. So here plus x represents the direction of the motion in the one side, and minus x, it is from mean position to the other side. Here we represent the oscillatory motion, that is simple harmonic motion, with the help of the spring and the object. Okay. Now here some important concepts required for the simple harmonic motion, and we already known about that, but for oscillations also these are the important. So the terminology which are used for the SHM are frequency, amplitude, time period. Okay, so first we discuss about the amplitude. So amplitude means what? According to wave theory, the maximum displacement of the particle from the mean position, amplitude. Here also the same, particle is displaced from its mean position, so the maximum possible displacement about its mean position is called as a amplitude. Okay, and it is a distance, so it is measured in meter. The second thing here we are going to discuss is about the period, time period, capital T. So how to define time period T? The time required to cover one oscillation is called as a time period. So suppose one object starts from mean position. When it will start from mean position, it will move towards the extreme, again towards the mean, then the negative extreme, and to the mean. This is the one oscillation. Okay, simple pendulum चा जर विचार केला आपण, तर when it will move from medium, then extreme, then again middle, negative extreme, and then to the mean. That is the one oscillation, starting from middle, positive, negative, and again with the middle. So such type of one oscillation, the time required is called as a time period. And here it is a time, so it is measured in seconds. And as we know that time period is related with the frequency, so first we define frequency here. What is frequency? It is denoted here with the F. Frequency means number of oscillations performed in 1 second. In 1 second, how much time it will perform the oscillation. That number of oscillations is nothing but the frequency. Okay. So here the frequency is represented in SI unit as 1 upon second, means we know that it is hertz. So SI unit for frequency is hertz. and frequency and time period both are reciprocal of each other. So we can represent it t is equals to 1 upon f or f is equals to 1 upon t. Now in case of the angular frequency, that is omega, we can write it as a omega. We know that from the previous chapter that omega is equals to 2 pi f. 2 pi into 1 upon t. So 1 upon t is frequency. So here omega is equals to 2 pi f, or we can write frequency as f is equals to omega upon 2 pi. हे इक्वेशन कशावरून आलेली आहे? ओमेगा अँग्युलर वेलोसिटी, 2 पाय अँग्युलर डिस्प्लेसमेंट डिवाइडेड बाय टाइम t, टाइम पीरियड. So 1 upon t is frequency, so 2 pi f is equals to omega. So from that frequency will be omega upon 2 pi. So these are the important relations that we are going to use for some concepts. T is equals to 1 upon f, omega is equals to 2 pi f, or f is equals to omega upon 2 pi. So these are some basic terminologies which we are using for the oscillatory motions or simple harmonic motion. Okay. So these are some type of the introductory part of the simple harmonic motion. Hope you understand this. If you have any doubt regarding any step or any concept here, please like our videos, share it, and